I done made up in my mind, I guess it's time. No matter what the cost, I'ma let my light shine. We're coming to an end, lay it all on the line.
So this is what I have to do, guys. First off, welcome to Underdog Spraying. Well, I got a few things I got to take care of. I got to get all this cleaned out. And you may be asking why. Let me turn the light on here. All right, so got to get all this cleaned out because I need to make room for this. And also something else I need to make room for. My chemicals. This here is Princep liquid. That's what I'll be using mainly for. That's more so a post-emergent. And I have other chemicals. I got to get some surfactant that kind of helps the chemicals stick to the spray. This is my sprayer. And as you can see, I got the battery charging up. I got to get a battery holder for that right there. But it's pretty stable right now. It's brand new. These are my PPE gloves, the airing out. You got to have these on when you're spraying those chemicals. This hose right here is a 400-foot hose. You know, pretty good setup. So this is a skid sprayer. So what I did was I bought the actual trailer kit. Like for example, this right here didn't come with it. All this didn't come with it. That right there and there didn't come with it. So you have to put all that together, along with what's in the front right here. Put all this together, and it now makes it trailerable, right? So that's what I did with this, and it was a good investment. But now what I have to do is, let's see what we got in here. Check this out. And they got some chemicals down in there. You can see it just kind of sitting. But I got to clean out my garage because I need to have somewhere to place the chemicals at. There's a backpack sprayer right there, Echo. I'll be using that for spot treatments. And then once I clean the garage up, I'll give you a better look at it. But this is my old setup right here. I just sold my other backpack blower last week. I had a Whirlon walk behind I used to have up front. Bought it in 2016 for my son. Got rid of that. A few little toys right here. This is what my Bluetooth measure. My weed eaters and stuff like that. Old LB's landscaping sign. You know, got a few things I got to do. Get the garage all nice and clean because I got to store those chemicals. But this is my grass. It looks like crap. Now, I did spray it the other day. I think I sprayed it last Thursday, so it's been a week into it. And as you can see, the grass is now turning yellow or like a lime green. That was all green. But now it's starting to turn because the chemicals are now starting to work its way through. And the type of chemicals I sprayed on it, like with the Princep, it's a systemic. In other words, it may not affect the leaf as soon as you spray on it, because what it has to do, it has to get down into the system. Once it gets into the system, then it'll start breaking it down. So it may not take effect in 24 hours. It may take like a week or so, or probably 3 to 10 days for you to start seeing a difference in the actual color of the leaf on the grass here. And that's what's happening with mine. It's starting to kick in now, starting to turn. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give it like another week to grow. And I'm gonna come back behind it, cut it down. Then after that, I'll probably have 2 or 3 more weeks before I spray it again. But I got a mixture of Bermuda. You can see the Bermudas starting to even get over into the rock bed right here. See it? That's Bermuda, and you can see, I think these are rhizomes if I'm not mistaken, but you can see it starting to spread over, starting to take over the flower bed. I'm gonna pull all that up. I just wanted y'all to see how the yard looks now as I start to treat it with the chemicals, and hopefully the yard will be pristine in about a good year or so. But you can even see here, like how I sprayed it here. Yeah, you can even see here how it's turning. Let's see here. Let's see what it did right here. So we got, we had a good area of Bermuda right here, right? Now look at what's going on right here. If you look right here, this area right here, it's like a golden brown, like, I mean, burnt. But I think that's a Bahia. It said Bahia when I put the thing on it. Plus, when I put the weed identifier on it, it said Bahia grass. And I'm pretty familiar with that because of the test. So you can see, look, it's starting to burn certain things up right here. It's starting to kick in. Certain things are starting to burn right there. So my yard right now, it's a pretty good mess. Let's see what's going on back here. Now check this out, y'all. You can see it burning. I want y'all to see something. Look at what happened right here. Now, if you can look back, look at that. Look all the way down there. And look how it's turning the grass. So something is in the grass. You can't see it with the naked eye, what it was up under this grass. Like now you see clovers. And believe it or not, most of the yard has been identified up front. That is, all over there and up front on that side has been identified as St. Augustine, not crabgrass. I thought that was crazy. Couldn't believe it. But whatever it was that's under here, look what it did to this. Burned it. I do have another chemical inside the tank also, along with the Princep. It's a, matter of fact, I think the Princep is a pre-emerge, and and I have a post-emerge inside there also. I can't remember what it is right now, but it's definitely working. See that? That's turning right there, but all along there, it all is starting to turn. You see that right there? So I'm gonna kind of take you guys on a journey. I want you to see how I transform this yard, because this is I haven't even been a whole year in the spring. I just got my certification in June, and I'm learning all this as I move forward. You see a little Bermuda down there. See me in the camera too. But I'm learning this as I go. Bermuda right there. So as I learn, I'll be treating the yard, and hopefully I can cause it to, become a pristine lawn. It's going to take a lot of work, but I just want you guys to pay attention and watch me as I transform it. Lord willing, I can finish it off. But you can see what's happening with the grass. It's starting to kill things off. Let's look on this side. I mean, it's like a yellow at the top, a lime green. That's what's happening. Yep. Have spots of Bermuda in here. Like I said, most of this yard was most of this yard is St. Augustine. I just thought that was weird. I'm gonna have to get my weed identifier and bring it out here, and I'll get it on camera to show you. Look at this right here though. This right here is starting to turn, whatever that was. Cause I'm trying to spray for broadleaf. That spot right there, that used to be an oak tree. about a year or two ago, if I'm not mistaken. Might have been late last year I had it removed, but now grass is starting to take over. Hopefully I can get the Bermuda grass to come in there and start closing in that spot. I'll level that down, Lord willing. But this right here, you can see how it's all starting to die out. And that's one form of advice I like to give you. If you're trying to get a nice pristine yard of grass, what you need to do is, if you have any trees that suck up water, get those trees off the property. My yard had that big oak tree right here, and it was big. It covered so much over here. All this stuff was emptied out with nothing but dirt because the grass sucked everything up. Matter of fact, from here all the way to here, this is how far the roots went to, all the way up to the water meter. So now it's starting to come in, but I'm trying to catch it. I'm trying to get it all so I can get a nice thing of what's the name in there. Got to get the weeds out of the bed too. But I'm trying to get a nice thing of Bermuda to cover that spot up, cover all these spots up. Want the Bermuda to come in, but you can see what's happening now to the St. Augustine grass. I thought it was crabgrass. It fooled me. I did have one big thing of crabgrass on the property, and there's probably some more around here, but somehow or another they're labeling this as St. Augustine. And I guess this right here may be a St. Augustine weed. Let's see. That is a, see the Bermuda, I mean the crabgrass weed will have that third stem on there, but that one doesn't. That has two, so I mean it could be St. Augustine, I don't know. I'm just trying to learn it and see. I was just shocked. But let me show you what crabgrass is at though. It was some Dallas grass over here that I saw. At least I thought it was. I need to let it grow up again so I can identify. But here is the crabgrass right here though. Now this came up as crabgrass. See, it has the 3 weeds on there. Look at that. See, look, that's your crabgrass right there. Has the 3 weeds on there. I mean the three stems up that come out, pop out at top. You know, this right here, this is the poor annual. Poor Anna right there. Another, some places call it bluegrass. It's like a bluegrass, but that's what's about to come out in the wintertime. Poor annual. Poannnual. And here's your crabgrass right there. So let me get that up now. But as you can see, it doesn't matter. Crabgrass will get in whatever it wants to get in. Grass, period. Grass has seeds on it. So if it has seeds and the wind starts blowing, it's going to blow those seeds in the spots that you're not expecting for grass to be at. So that's why you have to keep the grass cut. Now this right here, look at that. That's the poor annual right there. They call it poor Anna in the South, but that's what that is. That right there is getting ready to take off across the landscape here in the next month or so as it starts cooling down. And believe me, I'm just learning that as I go. And look at this right here, y'all. Look at the beetle. Look. You got a grub? No, it's a beetle. He dead. But yeah. So I have a few grasses right here. Support. Seed head up top. Look at that. And then you got the crabgrass. All different type of stuff in my yard. Look at that. I think we got Virginia buttonweed right here. Look, Virginia buttonweed. Yep, there it is. See? Virginia buttonweed. All in my yard. That's in my flower bed. But I'm gonna spray it though. I am not gonna use the organics. I am going to use some chemicals to kill it. And then I may go to organic later, but I'm not playing games. I'm not trying to sound all nice. I am going to kill it with a harsh chemical. Yes, I am. But I think that's it right now. Just wanted you guys to see that. Take a look at that right there. So it is now, I think, the 7th of September 2022. Let's see how this looks March 2023. Also, in the next few weeks, we're going to try to come back and look at it again to see what's going on with the part that's been treated. I want to know what this is right here. I'm going to have to get my thing and check it out. But the chemical I've been using, the post-emerge, has been doing kind of good killing this off. I don't know if I cut the grass too low or what, but this is actually burnt. Like, that's burnt right there. See that? That's burnt. So whatever this is, I'm gonna look it up, but you can put in the comment and tell me what it is though. I don't mind. But I'm gonna try to make sure I get that again, because that's how I want everything. I want everything to be burnt just like that. The more you kill the unwanted grass, the more you can feed the wanted grass. So I don't want the St. Augustine, I don't want the crabgrass, I don't want the Dallas grass, but I do want Bermuda. This is what I do want. So inside of my tank, not only do I have a pre-emerge, post-emerge, I also have a Lesco 40. LESCO 40 as far as the amount of nitrogen that I have. And I have it in a granular form that goes inside my tank. And that's what's going to feed, that's what's feeding the Bermuda at the same time. So hopefully you can kind of watch me move along with treating my yard, and hopefully it can also help. You know, if you have any questions or you see some things in the flower bed that looks familiar with what you got going on, and we can take this journey together. All right. So Nate with Underdog. Have a good day.
No matter what the cost, I'ma let my light shine. We're coming to an end, lay it all